All right, we're gonna distill some water. Let's put some salt in there so we can get an idea how well it's working. Last time with the primitive method, we used 30% when we looked at it through the scope to kind of see what dissolved solids were in it. So this time, put our water there, put our cooling water here that allows it to condense, and then that's going to be our collection. So let me get it set up and then I'll show you what I have. Okay, only filled up the container about halfway because I didn't want it boiling and pumping up through the bottom here. So that's where the steam is going to come out. This is where it gets cooled, and then once it condenses, it's going to come down in here into the collection. And I'm going to set a timer and see how long it takes to get a certain amount, and that'll give me an idea of if I set this on the fire at night, especially when I'm out and have no way to take my water with me because there's salt water everywhere and water would weigh too much, or if the water is polluted, I could use this method and just set it on the fire if it produces enough. So we're going to get an idea, at least in a campfire setting, how well it does. I've set it on my stove, but that's consistent heating, no variation, so I don't know how well that'll transfer if I'm out on salt water. If the water's polluted, I need to have an idea of, can I make enough water each night to get through the next day? All right, I had to fill this up once. Fire's burned down. I didn't have to put much wood in it, so I think just resting on a good coal base is gonna work. It's about 210 on the temperature Fahrenheit. And we've made this much water, and it's still making some. I don't know how much is still in there. I want to go ahead and try to get a rough estimate of how much we made. What took the longest is to get it up to temperature. It took forever to get to boiling. So once it started to boil, it really started to produce. So we're over about 4 cups. It really took off after about 30 minutes once it heated up that cold water. So I'm gonna say once you're at temperature, you probably produce 2 cups an hour, roughly. I didn't use a refractometer on the salt water like we did with the primitive one, so I don't know. I mean, I could still measure the dissolved solids in that one. I think I'll just taste it and just see how it tastes. It doesn't taste salty, so that's good. So I think that's gonna work. That's something you could set on the fire at night and just let it produce, and then periodically fill it back up with salt water and fill your cooling pot to help that condense faster. At the same time you fill that up.